Goa. The first case is the neglect of persons with disability in Goa by the panchayats and the Swayambhurna Mitras. You must have heard in the news last time, which was highlighted by one TV channel, which has gone viral, of a woman who had her legs amputated, and she was totally neglected by her family, and this person was staying right in front of the Kamalli Panchayat. This incident is actually very shocking because the government has had two times they have had Swayambhurna Goa campaign. Goa government has appointed Swayambhurna Mitras. Goa government has had two times Swayambhurna Goa campaigns in the last 1 year. Okay, and they have also had camps to give wheelchairs and crutches to persons with disability. And so we are very shocked to know such an incident has happened in Goa. And when we went, we found out on inquiry, we found out that this person had even applied for the DSS in July 21. Still, she is not getting her DSS. And we found out that all this person with disability was neglected only because her MLA was not belonging to the BJP. So this is something very shocking that Swayambhurna Mitras, who are government employees, are not visiting disabled persons, they are not visiting elderly people in constituencies which are not belonging to the government. We have taken very serious cognizance of this, and we request Swayambhurna Mitras to go to each and every disabled person, each and every senior citizen's house and see what are their requirements. Because under the Disability Act 2016, Section 7 and Section 92, it is a criminal offence to neglect persons with disabilities, and we will be forced to take action against the Swayambhurna Mitras, against the Panchayat secretaries and against the field officers of the Social Welfare Department if we get any other complaints, if we get similar complaints like this in future. We have also noticed that a newly constructed stadium in Vasco, swimming pool complex and stadium in Vasco, has been constructed by the SAG. And we are shocked to note that the stadium is not accessible for persons with disabilities. Now, the Persons with Disabilities Act 1995 is 25 years old. The new Disability Act 2016 is 5 to 6 years old. But still, our engineers of the SAG, our engineers of the GSIDC are constructing stadiums which is not accessible for persons with disabilities. We have taken strong cognizance of this matter, and we are demanding action against the SAG officials as well as the GSIDC officials for constructing buildings which are non-conforming to the disability standards, are not accessible for persons with disabilities. As per Disability Act, Section 40 to 45, no construction license can be given to any building which is not accessible for persons with disability. No occupancy certificate can be given to any building which is not accessible for persons with disabilities. So we have taken serious cognizance of this matter. Be it a government building or be it a commercial building, we are warning the panchayats, municipalities, government departments to please see that your buildings are made accessible for persons with disabilities. Otherwise, we will be forced to take action under Section 89 of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. We are also very disappointed that the Accessible India campaign in Goa, which was started 5 years back, and money was received from the central government, is going at a very slow pace in the state. We are not been informed what is the progress of the Accessible India campaign, nor are we seeing any progress in physical terms of the 30 buildings which government was supposed to make accessible in the last 5 years. Okay. We have been also receiving complaints that schools and colleges are denying admission to students with disabilities on the grounds of disability. This also is an offence under the Rights of Persons with Disability Act. It is an offence under the Goa Children's Act. It is an offence under the Right to Education Act. So we are requesting all schools, all colleges to not to deny admission to children with disabilities. In case any school requires any help with the education department, be it getting a resource room teacher, or be it getting a special educator, or creating a resource room, or you need any help, any school, any college can contact us, and we will be more than willing to help them. There is a 5% reservation in college admissions for persons with disability as per the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act. We have been also receiving complaints that persons with disabilities do not have anybody to take them to the health centers in case they are sick. So also when people go to register to the sub registrar's office, the many of the sub registrar's offices are not accessible for persons with disabilities, or the elderly people find it difficult to visit the sub registrar's offices. So we are